So from 20 to 22, seeing the population was not increasing, Daksha performed austerity. Austerity he performed not for going back to Godhead. Austerity is also for material activities. Text 20.
But when Prajapati Daksha saw that he was not property in Vaibhava, all kinds of living entities, he approached a mountain near the Vrindavan mountain range, and there he executed very critical austerity.
21.
Near the mountain was a very holy place named Agnamanshana. There Prajapati Daksha executed ritualistic ceremonies and satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead by engaging in great austerities to please him.
22.
My dear King, I shall explain to you the Hamsa Kriya prayers, which were offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead by Daksha, and I shall explain how the Lord is pleased with him through those prayers.
It is to be understood that the Hamsa Guhya prayers were not composed by Daksha, but were existing in the Vedic literature. He simply chanted the mantras to please the Lord. So then it is mentioned here, Daksha engaged in great austerities to please the Lord. If one pleased the Lord, what was at our devotional service, when we will go back home back to Godhead. Daksha pleased the Lord, but he didn't go back to Godhead. First of all, the mantra he chanted were not composed by him. He simply chanted. So the Lord is pleased by the mantra, not because of him. So we'll see that from 23 to 25, the Transcendental Lord has unlimited knowledge, but Jiva has limited knowledge. 23 to 25.
Bhakti Daksha said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is transcendental to the illusory energy and the physical categories it produces. He possesses the potency for unfailing knowledge and supreme willpower, and he is the controller of the living entities and the illusory energy. The conditioned souls who have accepted this material manifestation as everything cannot save you, for he is above the evidence of experimental knowledge, self-evident and self-sufficient. He is not caused by any superior cause. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
The prayer is wonderful. Recognize the position of Krishna as the Supreme. So he's offering respectful obeisances. We can pray, but we don't really mean it. We can offer prayer, we don't really mean it. For such prayers, one will not get the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You will get something material, but not pure love of Godhead. Pure love of God is obtained only when the service is coming from a pure heart. Not from a crooked heart, from a pure heart. Pantastukoti satasab vatsara sampagamyon vayoratapi manasumudi pungavanam sopyasti jatpapada simyabichinta tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. The conditioned souls may try to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead for many billions of years through their mental speculative processes. traveling at the speed of the mind or the wind. But still, the absolute truth will remain inconceivable to them because a materialistic person cannot measure the length and breadth of the Supreme Personality of God's unlimited existence. If the absolute truth is beyond measurement, one may ask, how can one realize him? The answer is given here by the word Swayam Bhuve. One may understand him or not, but nevertheless, he is existing in his own spiritual potency. The yogis and the gyanis have been trying exhaustively to get Lord Krishna. They've been trying. Meditation, searching for the super soul, what did they have for years? Yes. Still, they cannot find Krishna. A devotee may not have to try. They will get Krishna. This morning we'll discussing about Gopal Bhatta Goswami. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Sri Ranga, he was a sannyasi. Everybody saw him as a sannyasi. Gopal Bhatta Goswami did not see him as a sannyasi. He saw him as a cowhead boy, Krishna. He offered obeisance to him on that. He requested his father, who was worshiping Lakshmi Narayan, to keep Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is from Gopal Bhatta Goswami that his father, Venkata Bhatt, understood who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Then he washed his feet and he gave it to Gopal Bhatta Goswami. After drinking that, they did do. He had a very talk with him. He was crying. I did not have the mercy to see the person to the Lord nowadays. This time I said, don't worry, I'll show it to you. And he manifested everything to me. He saw everything completely. The person said, nowadays, system will show everything to him. Not everybody saw that. Only by his own mercy that his family members were able to appreciate that. When the time who asked, your Lord is Lakshmi Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan. Everyone worship. Yes. But why Lakshmi Devi, who is so just lady, leave Narayan to come and look for a cowhead boy? Venkat Bhatta tried to say something. Somehow blocked him from all directions. So at the end, he surrendered. My Lord, I don't understand what you're saying. The only thing I know is that you is the same Narayan which I worship, appearing before me as a sannyasi. So please tell me. It is then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him pure love of God by embracing him. He took him away from Lakshmi Narayan worship to Radha Krishna worship because of Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Prabhupada Saraswati. So, in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Ananga Manjari, who is what? Srimati Radharani's sister. We were together. All this became possible by the mercy of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Yet we have seen so many yogis and gyanis who have been trying with their mental ability to get Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is beyond our senses. Lord Krishna is beyond our intelligence. Lord Krishna is beyond our mind. Therefore, we cannot get Krishna by our mind. We can't get Krishna by our senses. We cannot get Krishna by intelligence. It's beyond that. Only when the mind, intelligence, and senses are engaging serving Krishna, then the senses, the mind become purified, and Krishna will reveal himself by bhakti. By bhakti. Yes. So it is said here, one may understand him or not, but nevertheless, he is existing in his own spiritual potency. People are speculating about Krishna. Our speculation does not reduce Krishna or improve Krishna's situation. It doesn't reduce him, it doesn't increase it. Krishna remains as he is. Therefore, devotees should take advantage of the process of devotional service and become liberated and leave the yearnings to continue with their speculation. 24.
The condition of God residing in the body along with the super cannot understand how the spiritual part of the whole creation direct the senses. Let me open my understanding of the basis of the last between person.
As a sense object, form, taste, touch, smell, and sound cannot understand how the senses perceive them. So the conditioned soul, although residing in his body along with the super soul, cannot understand how the supreme spiritual person, the master of the material creation, directs his senses. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the supreme person, who is the supreme controller. The individual soul and the super soul and the supreme soul live together within the body. This is confirmed in Upanishad by the analogy that two friendly birds live in one tree. One bird eating the fruit of the tree, and the other simply witnessing and directing. Although the individual living being who is compared to the bird that is eating, is sitting within his friend, is sitting with his friend, the supreme soul. The individual living being cannot see him. Actually, the super soul is directing the workings of his senses in the enjoyment of sense object. But as this sense object, they cannot see the senses. The conditioned soul cannot see the directing soul. We don't see, also we don't hear. Not all that we don't see. We don't see the super soul, we don't also hear the super soul. Although the super soul is always talking and is always sitting with us, we don't see. It's directing how our senses will function, how the senses are functioning, how the senses are functioning in connection with the object which we see. We don't see who is giving the direction or the potency, the ability to see or to see the object which we are attracted to. We don't see. But the super soul is sitting there. And that nothing was without the controller. Everything has a controller. Nothing just acting whimsically or by chance. Nothing by chance. Do we eat by chance? You're not working by chance, you get money by chance. The people who are propagating chance philosophy, do they make research or not? Do they make research or not? The scientists, do they make research? So why, if everything comes by chance, why research? Just sit by chance, you know everything. By chance, you get what to eat. By chance, you can bet. You don't have to go to the bathroom. Just by chance, you can wash your body. By chance. Do they have kitchen? Scientists, do they have kitchen in their house? Why? By chance. Oh, by chance, you can eat. So by chance, just sit down. By chance, you get food to eat. You don't have to cook anything. So by chance philosophy is propagated by fools who are frustrated, not by intelligent people who have knowledge through the mercy of the Supreme. Due to frustration, that is confirmed if you read carefully. If you read carefully, chapter 4, text 10 purport. If you read it carefully, so the Prophet explained everything there. By chance, philosophers are propagating the philosophy out of frustration because they cannot get the real thing. So yes, those who are the Vedas who knows, they are offering respectful obeisance to Krishna, appreciating his position. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto that supreme person who is the supreme controller, not by chance. The conditioned soul has desires, and the supreme soul fulfills them. But the conditioned soul is unable to see the supreme soul. Thus, Prajapati Daksha offers his obeisances to the supreme soul, the super soul, even though unable to see him. At least you can perceive that some higher authority is there. That is very important. That is better than having nothing. To worship demigod is better than worship even ghosts and spirits is better than not worshiping anything at all. Why? Huh? Okay. Eventually the purification. Good. Why is it better? Yes. There's they recognize there's someone higher than me is there. Let me show him that effect, even though I have not seen him. But at least it's common sense. Common sense means that somebody superior to me is there. I should offer respect to him. Yes. Another example given is that although ordinary citizens work under the direction of the government, they cannot understand how they are being governed or what the government is. In this regard, Madhvacharya quoted the following verse from the Skanda Purana. Jata Ragbhya Priya Pam to Vidya Vedena Chat Mana Tata Jivo Na Jat Sakyam Beti Tasmai Namostute. As a various servant in the government department of big establishment, cannot see the supreme managing director under whom they are working. The conditioned souls cannot see the supreme friend sitting within their bodies. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto the supreme who is invisible to our material eyes. 25.
Because they are only matter, the body, the life pairs, the external and internal senses, the five gross elements and the subtle sense objects, form, taste, smell, sound, and touch, cannot know their own nature, the nature of the other senses, or the nature of their controllers. But the living being, because of his spiritual nature, can know his body, the life pairs, the senses, the elements, and the sense objects. And he can also know the three qualities that form their roots. Nevertheless, although the living being is completely aware of them, he is unable to see the Supreme Being, who is omniscient and unlimited. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Very good. Material scientists can make an analytical study of the physical elements, the body, the senses, the sense objects, and even the air that controls the vital force. But still, they cannot understand that above all this is the real spirit soul. In other words, a living entity, because of his being a spirit soul, can understand all the material objects, or when self-realized, he can understand the Paramatma upon whom yogis meditate. Nevertheless, the living being, even if advanced, cannot understand the Supreme Being, the personality of Godhead, for he is Ananta, unlimited in all six opulences. So what does it mean? You cannot understand the Supreme Being. If you cannot understand the Supreme Being, why are we studying about him? Why are we studying about somebody we cannot understand?
By his mercy only we can
The question was, okay. Even if advanced cannot understand the Supreme Being. So my question was, if we cannot understand him, so why are we studying about him? Are we hearing about him? So we say because
by his mercy.
by his mercy we cannot understand. You get my question? So why are you sitting here hearing about something you cannot understand? Yes. Okay, Otamam originality means what? What does it mean? By Bhakti, understand him. But the things that we cannot understand him. So what does it mean we cannot understand him? That was my question. Thank you. Something else? Okay, for next person. Yes, thank you. The question says we should base our mind, our intelligence in trying to understand him. So thank you. Thank you.
Krishna is always expanding, is always fresh.
Yes. Yes. Krishna is constantly expanding. Ananta. Ananta. He is constantly expanding. So we cannot understand him. Yes, these who are devoted and worship me in love, I will give them intelligence by which they can come to me. They can come to me. So go to him because you know him. Yes.
Point there, like the goal is to love Krishna, not to know him. Like your devotees, they love Krishna not because they know him completely.
Good. The Papa said like that. The gopis, they simply love Krishna. They don't care who he is. Whether it's God, whether it's God, that is not their concern. They simply love him. Very good. So for you to have love for something, you don't know about a person's quality. You know about the person's quality. What's attracting you to looking for him? Something is attracting you to look for him. Some knowledge is there. Yes. Krishna is eternally expanding. So we cannot know him means that we can't know him in full. We cannot know him in full. That I have known Krishna completely doesn't exist. To some extent, we have knowledge about him to some extent. As much as we can handle to agree to be convinced that yes, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. That much you can understand. Because Krishna himself cannot understand the essence of his own greatness. And although he expands himself as Ananta, who is constantly chanting his glory, had not finished. And he will not finish, will never finish, because he's always expanding. So when we say that cannot understand the Supreme Being, means you cannot know him fully. You can know him to some extent. At least the one we can handle, to be convinced that he's the Supreme Person, we can take it for them. Yes. 26 and 27 verses. Krishna has personal and impersonal feature. Krishna has both forms, personal and impersonal. How? If it is personal, how can it be impersonal?
Which is complete.
Krishna is complete. Very good. It's complete. You agree? Because he's complete. So nothing is missing in Krishna. Right? Okay, Krishna is not complete without you. So Krishna need you? Krishna need you to enjoy himself? Huh? Yes, thank you. Thank you. But we're saying, if Krishna doesn't have impersonal feature, it means it's not complete. That means that something is missing. Something is missing. So Krishna has both. Not only that. Is Krishna confused? Yes? No? Yes. Is Krishna bewildered? Does Krishna cry? Or is pretending? Is he crying or is pretending? Genuinely crying. Thank you. So when you say Krishna is complete, means that there is nothing that doesn't exist in him. But everything exists in him par excellence. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, Krishna is simultaneously omniscient and bewildered. You get it? Is simultaneously omniscient and bewildered. And you see so many persons of Krishna that demonstrate that. So many. Both in Dwarka and also here in Vrindavan. Srila Karnaprabhu Goswami said, Radha and Krishna were having their peaceful night. And the alarm clock rang. Krishna alarm clock rang. What to do? What they do? Krishna and Radharani, they woke up. How did they get up? Both of them woke up bewildered, confused. In that confusion, Radharani put on Krishna's dress, and Krishna put on cemetery dress. Is not bewilderment? Yes. And we celebrate it. When do we celebrate that? Kopastami. Kopastami, you see, Krishna dress? How? Cemetery dress as a cowhead boy. You know? Yes. Because of this pastime. Also in Dwaraka, you see Krishna was doing the same thing. Krishna was fighting with who? Salva. And Salva, what is a mystic power, created Vasudeva and Devaki. with mystic power. They have power to do it. He created artificial, not Vasudev, not Devki, but in the battlefield, he created two of them and killed all of them. They say, oh, my parent. What is that? And cried, oh, my parent. I told Balaram to stay there and guard the place. So, Mr. killed. But then, I'm not sure I arrested my parent. Oh. But that for a moment. Oh, this is rascal. To hell with your nonsense. And Kisa shot his airplane and brought him down into powder. What is airplane? And Salva himself became powder. So Krishna is what? Simultaneously omniscient and so that we see in text 26 and 27. The Lord has personal and impersonal forms. And look at it, 26. 26, text 26.
One's consciousness is completely purified of the contamination of material existence, gross and subtle, without being agitated as in the working and dreaming states. And when the mind is not dissolved, as in to speak, deep sleep, one comes to the platform of trance. Then one's material vision and the memories of the mind, which manifests name and forms, are vanquished. Only in such a trance is the Supreme Personality of Godhead revealed. Thus, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is seen in that uncontaminated, transcendental state.
Very good. Krishna is seen in that uncontaminated, transcendental state. At what stage? At what stage that one can see this? At what stage? When one's material vision and the memories of the mind, the which manifest names and forms, are vanquished. Then, one will be able to see that uncontaminated transcendental state. Before then, we will see dualities. Yes. There are two stages of God realization. One is called Sugyeyan, or very easily understood, generally by mental speculation. And the other is called Drugyeyan, understood only with difficulty. Means what? What is the meaning? What is the difference between Sugyeyan, easy, and Drugyeyan, difficult? What is the difference? Gyanis and the doctors. Easy and difficult. Which one is easy? Which one is difficult? Wait, yes. Difficult is doctors. Oh, yeah, difficult. Oh, I see. Then? Thank you. Yes, Ravi? Thank you. Gyanis, difficult. And then? Doctors are easy. Oh, very good. Opposite. We have two parties. Yes. Which group you belong? Devotees, difficult. Gyanis, easy. Or Gyanis, difficult. Devotees, easy. Which one? Which party? Difficult? Easy. Okay. So you belong to this party. Which party? This party? Belong here. Devotees, difficult. Gyanis, difficult. Right? You understand? No? Here, we are told that Sudhyayam means easy. Dhru Jayam means difficult. So which one belongs to this? Now you're looking for. I'm trying to let you understand that you should read the purport before we sit in the class. This is what I'm doing. You understand? I'm teaching you, you should read the purport before we sit in the class. Otherwise, you didn't answer my question. Every time I ask you a question, you should answer the purport. You're not outside. Or something we have said. So I'm telling you that what? Read the purport before you sit in the class. You see that I have read it before I'm talking to you. Right? So if you ask me a question, I can answer you because I already look at it from both sides. When I'm reading, I have created a question for your mind in my mind before I come here. So when you ask question, like I can answer it. This is study, not reading. Reading means you just go through it. Okay. Something to go and tell people. Study means you are absorbing it yourself. Then you can share it. They don't have the same potency. They're different. So we have two groups here. One group is easy part, which belongs to devotees. Gyanis. Okay. Not two now. Easy belongs to Gyanis. So one group say easy belongs to Gyanis. One group say easy belongs to devotees. Or vice versa. Right? You get it? So which one? Which one do you agree? Which one is difficult? Gyanis or devotees? Yeah. Yeah, you understand. Gyanis is easy. Oh, you changed. You have migrated. Gyanis? Devotee? Difficult. Gyanis? Easy. Which one? Okay, which group you belong? Which group? Devotee easy. Gyanis difficult. Okay. All right. Which one? Devotee easy. Difficult. Difficult. Okay, thank you. Now let's look. Let's see inside the purport. We have there are two stages of God realization. Two stages. One is Sugyayam and that one is Drugyayam. Understood only with difficulty. Paramatma realization and Brahma realization are considered Sugyayam. Means what? Easy. But realization of the Supreme Personality of God is. The question is correct now. The Gyanis, they take it very cheaply. Right? They take it very cheaply. But devotee, you have to pay heavy price to get Krishna. Therefore, difficult. Devotee, you cannot get anything cheap. You cannot get Krishna cheap. Krishna is gotten with difficulty. Why? Why is difficulty? Why difficulty? It's not cheap, but why is not cheap? Good. Is it Thomas? Yes. Why is Krishna not cheap? We have accumulated so much debt. So much. If you throw a piece, okay, if you throw this in the thick layers of 150 kilometers dust, if you throw this inside, will you see it? Huh? That is our consciousness. Our consciousness is like 150 kilometers thick. So, and the soul is inside. This is our situation. Most of us have a situation like that. Therefore, so is it easy to find it? Is it easy? No, it's difficult. So Christian consciousness is difficult because you need to purify our existence. Purification is required. Chanting Sisiran easy? Easy to chant Sisiran? Giving for the great principle easy? You wake up 3 o'clock in the morning is easy? Eh? No. It is not easy, and it should not be easy. Because if it is easy, it will not be purified. Right? It will not be easy. You should not expect it to be easy. The only thing is easy. Just read book and get knowledge, and you become Brahman. Oh, so easy. You become Brahman. Om Narayana Namaha. All of you are Narayan. I just study book, Nani am Narayan, and you all Narayan. Just study book. Right? That's how to get Krishna. You cannot study book and become knowledgeable, you become self-realized. That is even the Brahma himself, who is better Garba, speaking like this. That's the Brahma realization. You can't study book and become Brahma, become a pure devotee. You have to undergo the discipline. We have mentioned many times. The goals to become valuable. Goals to become valuable. You have to pass through fire. So, as described here, one attains the ultimate realization of the personality of Godhead when one gives up the activities of the mind, thinking, feeling, and willing, or in other words, when mental speculation stops. This transcendental realization is about sushupti, deep sleep. In our gross conditional stage, we perceive things through material experience and remembrance. And in the subtle state, we perceive the world in dreams. The process of vision also involves remembrance and also exists in a subtle form. Above gross experience and dream is the deep sleep. And when one comes to a completely spiritual platform, transcending deep sleep, he attains trance, Vishuddha Sattva, or Vasudeva Sattva, in which the personality of Godhead is revealed. Dhuru Jayam is the process for bhaktas. Yes.
Sixth chapter.
Yes.
Process of Bhakti Yoga is described as very difficult.
Yes.
Bhakti, physical harshness, that seems more harsh than the human kind.
Yes. So when we say that, I think that is where all of you are taking that idea from. The process of Christian consciousness is easy, right? So that is what we are hearing. It's easy. So we should try to understand what we mean by it's easy. For example, 9.2. Shushukam Kartham Avyayam, right? It is joyfully performed. What is the meaning of joyfully performed? Christian consciousness is joyfully performed activity. I already asked if our job is very, very easy. We say, no, it's not easy. For the great principle is easy. We say, no. Working for 3 o'clock in the morning, say, no. So then how is it easy? How is it easy? How the soul is joyfully performing that? So what does it mean? The soul is, devotional service is joyfully performed activity. What's the meaning? Devotional service is activity of the soul. Understand? It's activity of the soul. It's not activity of the body. We are doing it on the bodily platform. It's the activity of the soul. On the soul platform, devotional service is easy, it's sweet. See, the Goswamis, they are not eating in lot of austerity. Because that is activity, that is their natural activity. They are not sleeping in lot of austerity. It is natural for them. I was hearing from the Maharaj this morning. The Goswamis, they are not only sleeping under trees. They sleep on the hollow of a tree. Understand? The hollow of a tree. They also sleep there, which is dangerous because the hollow of a tree contains what? Snake. But that is where they sleep. That is where Lokanath Goswami keeps his deities. He keeps his deities on the hollow of a tree. That is his altar. Not only that, they also sleep in the cave of the cave of snakes. When we say Vrindavan that time, it is not like this. See, we are having fun. Funny, I said. Rupa was having fun to fun himself. Rupa Goswami. Were this in that time? This was that here that time. University was there that time. Here Vrindavan. It was a thick jungle. It is completely different from what you see now. So they live in the holes of snakes. They have to drive the snake away to sleep there. That's what they were doing. And Rupa Goswami, he was writing day and night. What was he using to write in the dark? You know, I used sitting to sit before. I was not seeing. I have to sit here so I can see properly. Rupa Goswami, how was he writing in the night, the dark? It was electricity, with torch. What was he using to write in the dark? Dead night, not lamp. We're not using lamp. Yeah, moonlight. One day we don't moon. You were not writing only during the moonlight. Rupa Goswami he will gather some leaves and burn it. Some leaves, the dry leaf that falls, we gather them together and put fire on it. From that, we use it to write. You understand? You understand? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So we are repeating. If you don't read this book, the Goswamis are given to us, we are criminals, punishable, no appreciation. We don't appreciate the sacrifice they made to give us these books. Rupa Goswami collect leaves together and put fire there. With that night, he's going to write. Then you put also in the cave, so he will also, when the rain is falling, you put a fire and then he writes. Such a severe austerity they performed to give us these books we're reading. Severe austerity. Yes, to sleep on a tree. You see, if rain is falling, if you want the rain to beat you more, stay on a tree. Do you understand? The tree in the beginning you think that yes, you are safe, but the leaves of the tree is gathering all the water and bring all of them on you. Is it not? So it's better to be in the rain than to be on the tree. You get more water on the head than outside. Because the outside is coming directly, but the tree has collected all and you pour all on your head. Those of us from village who have this experience, you people are cheated. You don't have the experience, you're all cheated. So many things we experience, we don't know it. So when we read these things, it makes meaning to us. Then When you don't hear, you don't see anything. You don't see anything. It doesn't make much meaning for you. But for us, it has much meaning. This is how they are living here in Vrindavan. Right? Sanatana Goswami center is there. Right? What he was saying there, it was bush, thick bush, not house. If you go there now, there is a temple, nice temple with fan to electricity. You can stay on that. Suppose we are saying there, apart from the book, we get the words. Would you say that? We say that to hear? No, that's what we came to say here. And even we're saying here, we're discover heat. Right? Rupa Goswami, they were disturbed by heat? No. So when we say that Krishna conscious activities or the process is simple, it means if you want to compare it with other systems, it's difficult. Ashtanga yoga. How many people do Ashtanga yoga? You tie your leg on a tree and your head is down. You tie your leg, you tie on a tree, you put the head down. Can we do like that? Eh? This is what they were doing. Gashamuni, that's what they were doing. Ashtanga yoga. Right? You eat in that way? Will you eat in that? Will you sleep? If you sleep, you're down. You're on the ground, dead. You fell headlong. What is sustaining you is the leg. You have to be sure you tight it there so you can stay there. If you release your leg, you're on the ground. Because you're not holding the tree. Your hands are down. The head is down. So compared to Bhakti, this is easier. It's simpler. Not because it is cheaper than others. No, it is the most difficult of others. And because it is the activity of the soul, it is susukam, joyfully perform activity. Like our child, they don't have difficulty performing the Western sin. They don't have difficulty. If your mother cried, please, my daughter, please, don't join Hare Krishna, please, my daughter. If you leave me, I will die. Will you become a devotee? Will you become a devotee? Your mother is crying, holding your lotus feet. Please, my dear boy, my dear son, my dear daughter, please don't join Hare Krishna movement. Stay with me. You will remove your leg from more than come to the Hare Krishna temple. Eh? What they did, the Goswamis did. They did. They left and came. Now time that's the prayer. The mother cried when searching for everywhere. Cried. Leave me, I will die. But they left. Many of them, Shamalan Pandit, the same, all of them. They faced all the difficulties. All right? Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Nabave Griham Indriyahi. Our senses, our senses are considered to be what? Senses are dark. Can't perceive anything, anything. So how can that reach Krishna? How can we reach Krishna? When the senses are engaged in the service of the master of the senses, without expectation. Without expectation. Then the senses become purified. And as the senses are getting purified, the Western senses become more and more attractive. The more purification, the more attraction and attachment to the Lord. Yes. This indicated in this verse by the word Suchi Sadmane. Suchi means purified. By the spirit of rendering service with one's senses, one's entire existence becomes Suchi Sadman, the platform of uncontaminated purity. Daksha therefore offers his respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is revealed on the platform of Suchi Sadman. One whose heart has become completely purified, my Lord, can understand the transcendental qualities of your Lordship and can understand the greatness of your activities. 27, 28 and 28 to 30. The material forms does not arise from the Lord's Swarupa. The material forms does not arise from the Lord's Swarupa. So what does it come from? 28, 29. Let's look at it. Read 28, 29.
Just as great learned Brahmanas who are expert in performing ritualistic ceremonies
Yes, sir.
can extract the fire dormant within wooden fuel by chanting the 15 Samidhini mantras, thus proving the efficiency of the Vedic mantras. So those who are actually advanced in consciousness, in other words, those who are Krishna conscious, can find the super soul, who by his own spiritual potency is situated within the heart. The heart is covered by the three modes of material nature and the 9 material elements: material nature, the total material energy, the ego, the mind, and the 5 objects of sense gratification, and also by the 5 material elements and the 10 senses. These 27 elements constitute the external energy of the Lord. Great yogis meditate upon the Lord, who is situated as the super soul, Paramatma, within the core of the heart. May that super soul be pleased with you. The super soul is realized when one is eager for liberation from the unlimited varieties of material life. One actually attains such liberation when he engages in the transcendental loving service of the Lord and realizes the Lord because of his attitude of service. The Lord may be addressed by various spiritual means, which are inconceivable to the material senses. When will that Supreme Personality of Godhead be pleased with him?
Desire. Strong desire to get Krishna is required. Strong desire, not just desire, strong desire to get Krishna is required. In his commentary to this verse, the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura uses the word Durvi Geyam, which means very difficult to realize. The pure stage of existence is described in Bhagavad Gita 7:28, wherein Krishna says, Jesam tu antagata papam. Jananam punya karmanam. Te dondam ha niribhata pajanti mum tridavrata. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are free from the dualities of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Thus, although the subject matter is Durvigayam, extremely difficult to understand. It becomes easy if one follows the prescribed method. Coming in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is possible through pure devotional service, which begins with Saravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. In this regard, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura quoted a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 285. Pravishta Karna Randrena Swanam Bhava Sarovar. The process of hearing and chanting enters the core of the heart, and in this way, one becomes a pure devotee. By continuing this process, one comes to a stage of transcendental love, and then you appreciate the transcendental name from qualities and pastimes to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, a pure devotee by devotional service is able to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead despite many material impediments, which are all various energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, easily making his way through this impediment. A devotee comes directly in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. An example given in this connection is that extracting fire from wood is certainly difficult, but when the fire comes out, it burns the wood to ashes. In other words, experiencing the Supreme Personality of Godhead is extremely difficult for those devoid of devotional service. But everything becomes easier for a devotee, and thus he can easily meet the Supreme Lord. Here the prayer says that the form of the Lord is beyond the jurisdiction of material form and is therefore inconceivable. A devotee prays, however, my dear Lord, please be pleased with me so that I may very easily see your transcendental form and potency. Non-devotees try to understand the Supreme Brahman by discussions of neti. Nisedha nirvana sukhanu buddhi. A devotee, however, simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, avoids such laborious speculations and realize the existence of the Lord very easily. You know what it means to start studying all living entities in this material world? You know what it means? To start studying every human beings, go to the trees, go to the plants, go to the insect, go to the bees, go to the aquatics, then finally come to understand that everything is resulting, is manifesting from Krishna. Do you know how long it will take? Forever. But if you chant Hare Krishna mantra, you make everything, yes, become easy, simple. Therefore, in this case, it's simple. Not that it is easy. 29.
Anything expressed by material actions, anything ascertained by material intelligence, and anything experienced by the material senses, or concocted with the material mind is but an effect of the modes of material nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is not the creation of this material world, but he is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes, he exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Very good. One who manufactures names, forms, qualities, or paraphernalia pertaining to the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot understand him, since he is beyond creation. The Supreme Lord is the creator of everything, and this means that he existed when there was no creation. In other words, his name, form, and qualities are not materially created entities. They are transcendental always. Right? They are transcendental always. What is it? This is the first chapter sloka. The first chapter sloka. Canto, second canto, chapter 9, text 32, 33, 34, 35. No, 33, 34, 35, 36. Chapter sloka. This is the first one. This is the first one. Do you see do you know the first one? What's the first one? I'm saying here, what's the first one? The Supreme Lord is the creator of everything, and this means that he existed when there was no creation. This is the beginning of Sacred Sloka, the first one. Krishna told Brahma, I existed before you start the creation. I'm existing now when the creation is going on, and it is only me who will continue to exist when everything is dissolved. This first one. Therefore, one must receive knowledge from a person to whom the Lord has revealed himself. There is no value in creating an imaginary name or form for the Lord. Sripad Shankaracharya was an impersonalist, but nevertheless, he said, Narayana Parovyakta. Narayana, the supreme personality of Godhead, is not a person of the material world. We cannot assign name. We cannot assign Narayan a material designation, as the foolish attempt to do when they speak of Daridra Narayan. For Narayan. Narayan is always transcendental, beyond this material creation. How can he become Daridra Narayan? Poverty is found within material world. Poverty is karma. So Narayan has karma. Poverty is karma, according to Rupa Goswami. Daridra Narayan has karma. Right? Because it's karma. Karma is that they are poor. But where do we get what we have from? Where do we get it from? From where? From Maya. And Maya got it from where? From who? Maya is independent? No. So that is not true. We cannot impose our illusion on Krishna. It's our own fault. It has nothing to do with Krishna. Krishna has no form. It has nothing to do with Krishna. It is our problem, not Krishna's problem. And it will never be Krishna's problem. Because it doesn't affect him at all. Krishna has no name. That is our problem, not Krishna. Krishna has his name confidentially and is enjoying his name fully. So you can't impose some illusion on Krishna. It is we who will suffer for it, not Krishna. His name is there, Krishna, eternally. And we cannot change it. He's enjoying himself peacefully. We are suffering here, struggling with our senses. He's not. But what he is, what is he? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't say we are not. He said we are something. We're eternally the servant of the master of the gopis. That is our position, eternally. So we are something, not nothing. Yes. One cannot properly understand the Supreme Personality of God merely by picking up expression from a dictionary. Is it not? In praying to the Lord, Daksha does not wish material names and forms to be the object of his worship. Rather, he wants to worship the Lord who existed before the creation of material dictionaries and names. as confirmed in the Vedas. Jato Vacho Ni Vartante Aprapya Manasa Saha. The name, form, attribute, and paraphernalia of the Lord cannot be ascertained through a material dictionary. You know what dictionary describes about Vishnu? Or devotee Bhakti? Do you know the dictionary description of Bhakti? Dictionary. Dictionary. Have you checked the word dictionary, Bhakti in dictionary? How they describe it? No? You know, pure devotees, what do they do? They're crying, right? The pure devotee, they cry in ecstasy. So dictionary describe the part for sentiment. Because they are crying and falling on the ground. This is just sentiment. Therefore, the Gyanis, this is common. Vedantis means what? Yes, Gyan means yes. You have knowledge, you are correct. It's useless. Very cheap. What is that? You should become hard by studying the scriptures. Then you speculate. Yes, you're on top of it. That is how they describe. So when you're about nothing. Come and join the group and speculate. Study the scripture and become very hard. Speak something that nobody understands. Then you are great. Yes. Text 30. Text 30.
Brahman, Krishna is the ultimate resting place and source of everything.
Yes.
Everything is done by him, everything belongs to him, and everything is offered to him.
Good.
The ultimate object, whether acting or causing others to act, is the ultimate goal. There are many causes, high and low, but since he is the cause of all causes, it's well known as the Supreme Brahman who is step before all beings, one without a second, and has no other cause. Therefore, I expect unto him.
Yes. The obeisances here is offered with the full conviction, with full understanding. Why is it offer obeisance? The reason is given. So many reasons are here. Number one, Krishna's word, the supreme Brahman. Krishna, the supreme attractive. He is the ultimate resting place and source of everything. You see a verse like this in Bhagavad Gita? You have any verse like this in Bhagavad Gita? Huh? Which one? No, that one. Okay, that's his song. Krishna is the ultimate resting place and the source of everything. You see a verse like this in Gita? Param Brahma Paradam Pavitam Paramam Bhavam. Yes, thank you. That is Krishna's position. He's a person. Everything is done by him. Everything belongs to him. Bhaktaram. And everything is offered to him. Right? He is Jagya Purusha. This is Krishna. He is the ultimate objective. And whether acting or causing others to act, he is the ultimate doer. All these wonderful qualities of Krishna will naturally attract a fortunate person obeisances, to offer obeisances to Krishna. He's offering obeisances with full reason, not just on nothing, an object, not just an object, the supreme, ultimate resting place for all existence. There are many causes, higher and lower, right? There's so many Ishwaras. But, see, he is the cause of all causes. He is well known as Supreme Param Brahma. That's his Krishna position. He existed before all activities. He is what? He is one without a second and has no other cause. I therefore offer my respect unto him. This is powerful. You should note all this. These are the wonderful qualities of Christ. And Christ himself, he said this. Aham sarvasya bababa. I am the owner of the spiritual and material world. Both. This is Krishna. Krishna is known as Govinda. He is the supreme controller. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes, the supreme Brahman. The Brahma is the cause of all causes, but he has no cause. Adiri, Adiri, Anadir, Adi, Govinda, Sarava Karana, Karanam. This is Krishna's position. Therefore, obeisances is offered to Krishna on this basis. Yes. From 31, 32, statements of Bhakti and Gyan scriptures are not contradictory. Gyan and Bhakti statement about Krishna are not contradictory. 31, 32. So 31.
That we offer by respect to the and to the all providing spirituality of God management. Who possesses unlimited phenomenal qualities, acting from within the core of the heart of all philosophers, who propagate various views. He causes them to forget their own, while sometimes acting and sometimes disacting among themselves. Thus, he creates movement in the world as situation in which they are unable to come to a conclusion. I offer by all senses.
Yes. He causes them to forget their own souls while sometimes agreeing and sometimes disagreeing among themselves. This is based on our desire. Krishna is responding. Thus, he creates within this material world a situation in which they are unable to come to a conclusion. I offer obeisances unto him. Yes, philosopher means finding the ultimate cause. Avidenta Sutra very reasonably says, Atato Brahma Gigyasa. Human life is meant for understanding the ultimate cause. Devotees accept that the ultimate cause is Krishna because this conclusion is supported by all Vedic literature and also by Krishna himself, who says, Aham Saravasya Prabhava. I am the source of everything. Devotees have no problem understanding the ultimate cause of everything, but non-devotees must face many opposing elements because everyone who wants to be a prominent philosopher invents his own way. In India, there are many parties of philosophers, such as the Dvaita Vadis, Advaita Vadis, Vaisesikas, Mimamsakas, Mayavadis, and Swabhavavadis. And each of them opposes the others. All of them are what? Opposites to each other. All opposite. Disputants. Disputant. All of them are disputants. And they will continue. They will continue until they are very fortunate to meet the pure devotee. Then there will be a U-turn in their life. They will come to Krishna until they meet the pure devotee. That is the only hope for them. Otherwise, they will continue to fight among each other. Because what maintain What maintain debate. Debate. What keeps one? What keeps the fire of debate burning? Passion. What is keeping a debate on? Good. Falsehood. What keeps it running? Debate. What maintains debate? Knowledge. Debate. I want to show you that I'm superior. And you must accept that I'm superior. Otherwise, when I say that, you keep quiet. One chakal yourself. No, then you are not a philosopher. You're going to put your own. I'll put my own. They will continue like that. Therefore, there is no end. Their fortune is when they meet a pure divinity. Then they will get relief. They will be removed from that ignorance and continue. Argument cannot go among devotees. Among devotees, there's no argument. Because I'm not talking to put you down. And you're not talking to put me down. We are simply sharing. And that brings joy. All feel happy and satisfied. We are sharing, not competing. I'm not here to show you how superior, how powerful I am. You're not here to that. When the six Goswami sat together, they discuss, they share, they talk about Krishna throughout. The Goswamis, see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Gopal Bhatta Goswami to Prabhupada Saraswati. He's a disciple, initiating. After the initiation, send him to Gopal Sanatana Goswami. Did they quarrel? They quarrel? Prabhupada Saraswati, Goswami, they fight? No. Why they don't fight? No competition between them. They are simply sharing. No competition. Bhugarabha Goswami. Bhugarabha Goswami was there when Lokanath Goswami was being instructed at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at the end of the instruction, he told him, you go to Vrindavan. That is your place. Vrindavan is for you. That is where you get everything. Go to Vrindavan. Bhugarabha Goswami was standing there. And then, my Lord, can I go with him? The Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he didn't say, yes, go. He said, no, you go and tell your Guru first. So go and take permission from your Guru. Who is? Bhugarabha Goswami, Guru is Kadadara Pandit. Go and take permission. If he allow you, I have no problem. You can go with him, no problem. And he went. The Pandit said, go with him. As all of you are going, what you should do? You should talk about Krishna throughout. Two of you should talk only about Krishna throughout. Talk about Krishna. That's what they did. They were working and talking about Krishna. They sat down, they talk about Krishna. They sleep, they're talking about Krishna. It's assignment. This is Bhakti. No quarrel. Oh, Why you take my disciple? They didn't fight because they know themselves. And Lokana Goswami and Bhugarva Goswami, in Christian leader, they are Manjaris. They know themselves. They are very, very close associated. They serve cemetery. Lokana Goswami, he decorates cemetery Radharani. He decorates paintings. Whatever cemetery he feels, that's a house he feels. Everything. They are together. So when the partner is going, oh, can I go? They go, yes, what of you? But they know themselves from passing out. And they went. They came to Vrindavan joyfully and joined themselves. So they came here. Right? As devotees. We go to 32.
There are two parties, namely the theists and the atheists. The theists, who accept the supersoul, find the spiritual cause through mystic yoga. The Sankhyaite, however, who merely analyzes the material elements, comes to a conclusion of personalism and does not accept a supreme cause, whether Bhagavan, Paramatma, or even Brahman. Instead, he is preoccupied with the superfluous external activities of material. Ultimately, however, both parties demonstrate the absolute truth because although they offer opposing statements, their object is the same ultimate cause. They are both approaching the same Supreme Brahman, to whom I offer my respectful obeisances.
Very good. There are two parties, namely the atheists and the theists and the atheists. They are the theists who accept the super soul, find the spiritual cause through mystic yoga. The Sankhya, how they were, who merely analyzes the material element, come to a conclusion of impersonalism and does not accept a supreme cause, whether Bhagavan, Paramatma, or even. So, actually, there are two sides to this argument. Some say that the absolute has no form. There are so many, very prominent, right? Very prominent. Another say that the absolute has a form, sakara. Therefore, the word form is a common factor. Although some accept it asti or astika, whereas others try to negate it, nasti or nastika. Since the devotee considered the word form, kara, a common factor for both, he offers his respectful obeisances to the form. Although others may go on arguing about whether the absolute has a form or not. Common sense. Common sense. Common sense. If you have no form, will you eat? If you have no food, you eat? Yeah? I'm not enjoying your prasadam. Yeah? So if I tell you that from today, you become a pure devotee without a form, no enjoyment, will you accept it? Please, I have something, so I prefer this one. If perfection would mean that there is no form, there is no enjoyment, then what? Then what? This is common sense, but it is not common. Therefore, not everyone has common sense. The Lord has transcendental form with all senses, full of senses. Is it not? Is it not enjoyment to dance? A sad person cannot dance, right? When he's not happy, you cannot dance. Therefore, people have to push themselves with some artificial thing to dance, but devotees will dance to the act of happiness. So we have Krishna's form to enjoy. Let them have no form. We will enjoy our beautiful form with Krishna. The Sankhya Shastra says that the Supreme Absolute has no hands, no legs, no name. He anama rupa guna pali padam. Achakshurut ashrutam ekam dvitiyam. Apinama rupa dikam nashti. The Vedic mantra says, Apani padu javano grahita. The Supreme Lord has no legs and hands, but he can accept whatever is offered to him. Why would I accept something? On a mundane level, what is spiritual? If you see a palatable food without eating it, you will enjoy it. You must eat it. So the Lord accepts something. It means he will have a hand. And this Upanishad said what? Krishna has no leg, but he runs faster than the fastest. So our child said he does not have a material, but he has spiritual. And with that, he can run faster than even the demigod. The demigod can even approach him because he's beyond everything and anything. What is the fastest movable vehicle? What is the fastest movable object? Fastest. The mind. The mind. But Krishna is faster than the mind. Right? In the moment, the mind. She's faster than our airplane. The mind is there. The Krishna is, you can even compare that, the mind to Krishna. Because already, Rupa Goswami told the mind, Krishna is beyond the mind. So you cannot even compare. It is too low to compare with Krishna. Too low. You can't even compare that. Yes. The conception of the absolute without hands and legs and the conception of the absolute with hands and legs are apparently contradictory, but they both coincide with the same truth about the supreme absolute person. Therefore, the word Vastu Dishtayo, which is used herein, indicate that both the yogis and Sankhya have faith in the reality, but are arguing about it from the different viewpoint of material and spiritual identities. That means that there's no contradiction. It's just a misunderstanding. Right? Param Brahma or Brihat is the common point. The Sankhya and the yogis are both situated in that same Brahman, but they differ because of different angles of vision. The directions given by the Bhakti Shastra point one in the perfect direction because the Supreme Personality of Godhead says about Gita, Bhakti Amam Abhijanati. Only by devotional service can I be known. Am I to be known? The Bhaktas know that the Supreme Person has no material form, whereas the Gyanis simply deny the material form. One should therefore take shelter of the Bhakti Marg, the path of devotion. Then everything will be clear. Gyanis concentrate on the Virat Rupa, the gigantic universal form of the Lord. This is a good system in the beginning for those who are extremely materialistic. But there is no need to think continuously the Virat Rupa. When Arjuna was shown the Virat Rupa of Krishna, He saw it, but he did not want to see it perpetually. He therefore requested the Lord to return to his original form as two-armed Krishna. In conclusion, learned scholars find no contradictions in the devotee's concentration upon the spiritual form of the Lord. Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. In this regard, Sri Madhvacharya says that less intelligent non-devotees think that their conclusion is the ultimate. But because devotees are completely learned, they can understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ultimate goal. 33 to 34. The Lord's names and forms are transcendental, but he appears in lower forms also. The Lord's names and forms are transcendental, but he appears in lower forms also. How? Let's look at it. Let's look at it. 33.
Standing above God, who is inconceivably good, who is devoid of all material needs, forms, and pastimes, and who is all-pervading, is especially merciful to the devotees who worship his lotus feet. Thus, he exhibits transcendental forms and names with his different pastimes. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose form is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss, be merciful to me.
Very good. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is inconceivable, opulent, who is devoid of all material names, forms, and pastimes, and who is all-pervading, is especially merciful to the devotees who worship his lotus feet. Thus, he exhibits transcendental forms and names with his different pastimes. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose form is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss, be merciful. Yes. Anama, Rupa, and Anam. Nama. In regard to the significant word Anama Rupa, Sri Sridhara Swami says, Prakrita Nam Rupa Rahitupi. The word Anama, which means having no name, indicates that the Supreme Personality of God has no material name. Simply by chanting the name of Narayana to call his son, a genuinely attains salvation. This means that Narayan is not an ordinary mundane name. It is non-material. The word Anama, therefore, indicates that the names of the Supreme Lord do not belong to this material world. The vibration of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is not a material sound. And similarly, the form of the Lord and his appearance and activities are all non-material. To show his causeless mercy to the devotees, as well as to the non-devotees, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, appears in this material world with names, forms, and pastimes, all of which are transcendental. One intelligent man who cannot understand this think that these names, forms, and pastimes are material, and therefore they deny that he has a name or a form. When you look at Krishna's body, when you look at Krishna's body, when Narottam Das Thakur met with a disciple of Chandrasekhar when he was coming to Vrindavan. When the two of them met, and he was requested to spend the night, immediately Narottam Das Thakur said, by seeing you, just seeing you, they have not discussed anything spiritual, nothing. Just seeing you, seeing his form alone. Narottam Das Thakur said, just see my form. You have raised my spiritual consciousness. Just to see. Is that material? Can you say that, oh, I've looked at this microphone. My bhakti has increased. What is making his bhakti increased? What is it? It's spiritual. It says spiritual. So when we look at Krishna's form, when we see Krishna's form, it's difficult to remove your eyes from his form. So people, this cannot be what it is. See, just see. See. Are you not feeling her job by seeing? Just see, you shouldn't have it. So if it's material, we don't feel the same way when we look at when we see that. It's common sense. So you don't understand. This is spiritual. And you will not like to see this regularly. You will not like to see this regularly. Want to see this eternally. Hare Krishna. So the Prabhupada, the key. I will take break. The president is late. Okay, any, yes.
There's something about karma. That our karma decides when we apply many other aspects.
Yeah?
Karma,
Yes.
saying that our karma decides many aspects about our life.
Yes.
I was thinking that when Nimai Pandit appeared, they also looked at his astrology, which is based on karma. So, how can the Supreme Lord have any karma?
Astrology is not just karma. You don't say it is karma. Say, okay, material. Material, but it's not just material, as you say. It has something. It has something. For a pure devotee, it is not necessary. It doesn't have effect. My ceremony was having discussion with my ceremony, and said that astrological calculations have no effect on devotees. But that is devotees. That's pure devotees. For those who are not so pure, it has effect. Is it not? It has effect. It was predicted that Prabhupada will go across the ocean at 70. Did it happen? He won't. It is not that an astrologer put it there. It's already there. It's just that they have the ability to see it. Yes, they will tell. When the time we look at Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he said, this boy is a great devotee. Send him to Vrindavan to finish. But let him study Bhagavatam completely. So you can have his so he will do his duty perfectly. You know what happened? Happened like that. Came out. It's a powerful devotee. So it is not. It has nothing to do with the law. Okay, that it's not the calculation that Melochitam has of what it is. No, that is not. It is a part of it there in the line. All the things we're going to experience is there. Everything we're going to experience is there. It's just that they have the knowledge to say it. Of course, some of them will not come if you take to Krishna consciousness. It will not come like that. But majority of them will come. Right? Sophia, comment? You have to wait for President.
We are reading about the pianist now when they come in contact with what is the working service and working around, they really take it. And previous class you mentioned that we can't just say that not only to go into the professional like me and what we have to make and we have to. So seeing as this guys like a reasonable amount of capacity to perceive knowledge, if you correct to say that there is a sense of helplessness that they can't make any effort to take up devotion, that is what they are understanding.
Yanis. Yes, you already mentioned that they will remain confused and baffled and argue until they meet a pure devotee. That is their chance. When they meet with a pure devotee, then the pure devotee will help them to change that karma they are undergoing. That is the only solution. I think it's there in chapter 4 Bhagavad Gita, text 9 purport. It's a proper mention in the purport. Chapter 4, text 9. Where the full stop? Let's continue. Bhagavad Gita, according to mundane scholarship, okay, now see the video. Such empiric philosophers may assume very important roles in the material world, but they are not necessarily eligible for liberation. Such puffed up mundane scholars have to wait for the costless mercy of the devotee of the Lord. They will wait for the costless mercy of the Lord. When they meet with the Lord, then the devotee will help them to get purified from non-contamination. Otherwise, they will continue rotating in that circle. Something else? Course. Yes. Yes. The same. Yes, sir. Very good. Yes.
That I would say that when the devotee commits offenses, he's I'm just paraphrasing, he falls onto the path of devotee or gets attracted towards Maya.
When the devotee commit offenses, become attracted. That is karma. It's part of the punishment to make offense. That is punishment. So once one start to speculate, like a devotee called Rupa Kaviraj. It's a Bhava Bhakta. It's on the level of Bhava. And when he speaks like Kaseva Kashmiri, Saraswati, his guru live on his tongue. The guru speak to him, Rupa Kaviraj. So when he was enjoying that, we should always remember that whatever we do is not coming from us. Our chariots are given to us. We appreciate that. So now he started to feel that everything is coming from himself. So one day, a higher devotee came to his class, Krishna Premi Thakurani. She's on the Prem level. Rupa Kamara is on Baba level. So she's superior. She has a very, very good disease, kucha. I pray all of us should get it. What is her disease? She cannot stop chanting. Her tongue vibrates. Even if she tries to, her tongue will vibrate. She chant the Harikesha mantra continuously, non-stop. So when she came to the class, and she was sitting there listening, Rupa Kaviraj, then when we start to enjoy the mercy of our Guru, the tendency is to become complacent. I start claiming that position. That's how Maya comes in. So he's enjoying that. Now he's looking upon others. All of you, nothing. Very subtle, very subtle, not gross. Still, the contamination is. So Krishna Premi Thakurani came to the class. I was chanting. Hey, Mataji, can you keep quiet there? Can you keep quiet? He's not making noise. But when the tendency to feel superior comes in, we start finding forward everything and everybody. She said, brother, please continue. I'm hearing. No, don't disturb this class. You should keep quiet. Because a lot of friends he fell down. What did he do after that? Speculation. A guru left him. He became ordinary person. Not only that, this morning we were talking about Harivamsa who offended Gopal Bhatta by disobeying. And the consequences was so heavy that he was killed. Rupa Kaviraj, he contracted the white leprosy. Leprosy ate up his body, was eating his body. Pain. Instead of speaking the philosophy, because the guru has left him, he's speculating. And immediately people started noticing that he's a different person now. The person we know before has said, now he's speculating. That is the result of the offenses. You're not speaking according to the scripture at our charities again. Now it's something different. And people detected that. And you also got to know that people have realized he's speculating. He ran away from that place. But before he got to where he was going, the news had already gotten there. When he got there, see him. So, that's the result. Became a speculator from offenses. Right?
Like here we see the Hamsa Bhuya prayers by Daksha. He told even the prayers are genuine, but he got only material result. Similarly, like we are also chanting the Krishna Naman, which is pure. So how can we do it in that way where we can get the spiritual result?
Keep chanting. Not 16 rounds. Keep chanting. It's not just rest on 16 rounds. It's too small. Keep chanting. Increase the quality, increase the quantity. Then you will transcend. The name will take over. The holy name himself is the best process of atonement. Or theft of gold, or who has given up his guru's wife, rape, whatever. Theft of gold, or killing a brahmana. The best atonement is chanting. Chanting. His question was, we are also, we mentioned that this Hamsa Gujan prayer is not composed by Daksha. He is simply chanting it because it's from scripture. Just like we are chanting, like Krishna mantra. And we are also making offenses. So what is the remedy? What is the remedy to get out of it? Because offense is making our job not to produce the desired result for now. It will come eventually if you keep chanting. The name has the power to do that. So keep chanting. Because 16 rounds is just the minimum Prabhupada gave to us. Because he saw we are very lazy. But we should not remain lazy all the time. We should try to become big boy, big girl. It's time to be a baby. It's time to be a boy, a girl, and mama, papa. Yes. So it is time for everything. So we should not remain baby always. To do that, we should increase our chanting, both quality and quantity wise. So increase in terms of but always. Chant more and more. 32 rounds. Chaturmasya vow. 32. Right? Ekadasi. 64. 108. Yes, these are the things we should do. Then we get it. So like Bhakti Saraswati wanted all his disciples to go back home this lifetime. And our Prabhupada also repeated the same all the time, back home, up to God this time. This is expectation from our acharyas. Our expectation is to become pure devotee. It is possible if we take shelter. We take shelter. Surrender to them. We surrender to them. Impossible. Right? That's sincere and enough.
And like for Krishna's book. So how does Krishna relish if somebody goes to other planets than to Vrindavan? Like then how does he enjoy the living?
If you're living to go to other planets.
Yes. Or some other part. So ultimately we hear that everything and for the satisfaction of Krishna.
Yes. Our suffering is not a pleasure for Krishna. It's not a pleasure for Krishna. The pleasure for Krishna is to see us beautiful. That's his pleasure. Not our suffering. Our suffering is painful to Krishna because he doesn't want us to be like this. See, if you go to other planet, Krishna will not enjoy it. He will not enjoy it. To do what is waste of time. He will enjoy it when he becomes pure devotee. That's what he will enjoy. Because then we'll give him the service which he actually created us in the first place. He expanded us, he expanded all of us for his pleasure, not for our own selfishness. But we somehow or other, whatever reasons is there, somehow or other we have come to this stage. Christian feels happy when we become pure devotee. And for that reason, he has given so many things. Why would he give us so beautiful Bhagavatam? Yesterday we were telling devotees are asking how to be loyal to Prabhupada. So we mentioning loyalty to Prabhupada means you should keep to his desire. He opened the movement for a purpose. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita for a purpose. Prabhupada studied ISKCON for a purpose. And he gave everything he gave for a purpose. And that he clearly explained in the preface to Bhagavad Gita, to make pure devotee. That is the purpose. So Prabhupada created ISKCON purposely for making us pure devotee. Loyalty means that we are following that. He said we should chant 1600, but loyalty means to chant 1600. But many people are not chanting 1600. If you watched yesterday, there were a lot of confession. A lot of confession, yes. It's true, we are not chanting 1600. By Prabhupada's mercy, he confessed. We are not chanting 1600. Loyalty to Prabhupada will keep the Prabhupada person. Many people are not keeping. But don't sit here. If you're not keeping the Prabhupada, you don't sit here. But many are sitting with pride and speaking. Look at my crowd. Yes, you have this crowd, but how many of them becoming pure devotee? The crowd is not the issue, but how many are becoming pure devotee? And you cannot make them pure devotee when you are not loyal to Prabhupada. Where will the potency come from to be able to affect people to become pure? Where will the potency come from? Loyalty means we obey, we follow what Prabhupada says we should do. But many are not following. Yet, you want to speak about loyalty. I feel somehow when people say loyalty. Sometimes back I asked one devotee, oh, Prabhupada, I said, please, I'm tired of Prabhupada. Just show me what you are doing, for example, Prabhupada. That's what I want to see. Not just the Prabhupada. That is okay, but what are you doing practically? I want to see. Show me that, yes, this is what I'm doing that really resembles what Prabhupada wants me to do. That is loyalty. Not just say Prabhupada. Follow Prabhupada. Okay, how the principles you are keeping? That is following. Look at how we treat each other. See the way we treat each other. So Prabhupada is happy. So what do you following Prabhupada means? What a loyalty. Krishna will be happy when you see how we are relating with each other. Krishna will be very happy. We are encouraging each other in Krishna consciousness. Krishna will be happy. I will give him pleasure. When Prabhupada will be happy. Say, oh, we are cooperating very nicely. He said that very boldly. Your loyalty to me, your love for me, will be shown how you fight. Okay. How we cooperate. What is the quality of our cooperation? What is it? What is the cooperation? What we see is selfishness everywhere, all directions. Selfishness. This is what we see everywhere. So it's not pleasing to Prabhupada, it's not pleasing to Krishna. Krishna wants to see we are cooperating. How are we taking our sadhana very seriously? Very seriously. We are carefully practicing, carefully practicing, step by step. And every day, yes, I want to please the Prabhupada, I want to please my Guru. You see me that I'm doing like this, in supporting my brothers and sisters. That is how we listen. That's how we get a message. All right. We're still waiting for Prasadam. Maybe I have to read more.
I don't think we get 10,000 times out and 6,000 times. Good. So, can you explain a little bit about it?
Yes. Anything we do in the Dhamma, anything we do here is multiplied by 100. If you do good, multiply by 100. If you do bad, multiply by 100. Everything. If we to stay in the Dhamma, we should know this is the abode of the Supreme Lord. And to be here means we're Christians associates. Are we really associates in our consciousness? Do we think about Krishna? We're acting for Krishna? That's how to be associate. We're thinking like them. Yes. Behave like them. We talk like Brijabasi. We walk like Brajashi. Walking is what? Dancing. Do we? The voice is what? Song. Song. She's well like that. And that's what it means to be a person. Our words should be a song. Our movement should be dancing. And everything we do should be pleasing. Be pleasing to everyone, pleasing to Krishna. Our conscious, our thinking is universal, not self-centered, universal. That is Vrindavan. Huh? I cooperate once, twice, thrice, 100, and I stop. Right? No reciprocation, so I stop. Do you think you get a message from Krishna? You think you get message from Krishna when you stop? Krishna, 100 times. There's no reciprocation, so I stop. You think you get message from Krishna? Who is losing? We are not doing any good thing for somebody. We are doing it for ourselves. So if you stop doing the right thing because people are not following the same, we'll tell Yamaraj like that. Maharaj, I will try and I did. But see, you don't respond, so I stop. So when you stop doing the right thing, what are you? The same group. The same group of those who are doing nothing. The same group. You're not outside, you're inside. You're outside only if you're acting differently. Then you're outside. Otherwise, the same. You're like, oh yeah, thank you very much. This is a group for those who do not cooperate. This group. So thank you for being here. No. This is a group. I tried. Okay, but they're here. So we should not stop. So continue. Because whatever thing you do, it is for the self, not for somebody else. The whole part, the Smart Bhagavatam, the Vikai, the Pimana, the